a killer setup on PC for the same price, but I get the convenience of it. I know how well they work. It's just one of those things.
So like we were just talking about the way I went live on Facebook. I'm just trying it out. If it goes live, it went live. Um,
Cool.
so we were just talking about that. Like, I'm a Mac guy. My first one was in 2004, and ever since I've never gone back. Because I feel like I was just telling Mark, my mom, for example, my first Mac was like an iBook, and then I bought in 2010. I bought an iMac that's still at my mom's house. I put a solid state in it. It's running on like 16 gigs of RAM, and she still uses it. It still works. Obviously, it doesn't get the latest software, but you surf the internet. It's reliable. It turns on. It's pretty fast.
Yeah,
Works, man. 10 years later, so I'm like, you can't like get your money on anything like that.
for
Um,
sure.
I use a Mac. I have a MacBook Pro. I tend to keep those in a 5 year cycle. And then even now I'm moving away. Now I'm just like use it till it dies. I had a buddy of mine. He had his for 8 years. It just
Yeah, no, I get you, man. I do have to say, and I think Mark knows, but my current setup is I bought it in 2012, man. Like, I mean, I've had mine for 8 years now, and I mean,
right.
it does the trick. Like I'm able to stream on YouTube and on Facebook at the same time. I mean, I'm able to do. It's honestly better than my work computer by a lot. I mean, it does the trick pretty well. It's just it still has like a bunch of ports that are not even used anymore. I mean, it's just an old computer, and it's a brick, like it.
Damn.
I haven't found I have I haven't found a backpack where I can take it. Like it is that big of a laptop. Like I mean, I seriously haven't found one. Like
Yeah.
because it's 17 inches, but it's not just 17 inches. It's like thick, and
Yeah.
it adds like 2 inches on the side just because of how thick it is.
When you close it, it's like two MacBook Pros closed, clamped over each other like that
It-
thing. I've seen those, but those are like the gaming computers used to be. And you know what's cool about that? They breathe because they're thick. Now
Yeah,
that's the thing about a MacBook. I do say that like they throttle, they're getting better at it, but they're this thin.
yeah.
A lot going on in that little space. You need heat. You need to dispense that heat. I'm sorry. And it's so. And
No,
then,
you're right. You're right. I mean, don't get me wrong. Mine sounds, and it depends, but you can even overclock it, and you can. It does sound like an airplane is running when I'm streaming and doing stuff. Like it
Damn.
is way too loud. But you're right. Like that is a big thing. Probably why it's powerful, and it is a gaming laptop. But I mean, I've definitely gotten the value out of it for 8 years. It
Oh
has
yeah.
now. Yeah, for sure. And it was $1,000 back in the day. So I mean,
yeah,
uh,
years ago that was.
Well,
Well,
one.
it's the thing about Macs now though. Like back in the day, a buddy of mine, he lives in North Carolina. His first MacBook, we went because he was going to college, and I went with him. It was $3,500 for a MacBook Pro that was entry level back then.
yeah, man, that's
Damn.
freaking crazy.
Like fluctuated. I mean, I know in the Mac world, you're talking a MacBook Pro for the 15-inch, $2,200. That's a good deal, but you're stuck with what you get. If you get a Windows computer, if you get a desktop, especially, you can get a nice desktop for a couple grand. My brother-in-law has one. He plays video games on it. You can buy more RAM. You can change out the card. You can do things to it. With a Mac, you tend to be limited. Like even on the video cards, like even on the new MacBook, on the Mac Pro towers and stuff, you're limited to what they fit. Like if there's 10 cards, 3 fit. In the Windows,
Yeah,
you can get any one of the 10. So you get more for your money. I get that part.
yeah, man. I've been telling Mark like I just keep postponing, but I should just do it, man. It's just now with all this recent situation, like I'm scared to spend a pretty penny,
Right.
like But I just want to spend like $1,200 and build a desktop. You can build the most killer, insane desktop for $1,200.
Yeah.
If you put it together yourself.
Yeah, my buddy was just doing that now that he's home in quarantine. He built a desktop. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Because I built a desktop. And then he went and Macintosh it. Like, what is it? Hackintosh it. They
Yeah,
turned it-
Hackintosh. Yeah.
there's a lot of complications with that. But he's like, I might do that. What else am I gonna do anyways? But yeah,
It's
cool.
fun.
Yeah, building your own machine is cool too, though.
It is, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever works for you. So I take it you don't have an iPhone. You're an Android guy too, or is
No, and that is the part that sounds like I'm definitely an Android guy, but ever since pretty much graduated college, I've been forced to have an iPhone, and I don't like to have two phones just because everywhere where I've worked, they make you use iPhone. So I mean, I have an iPhone. I always have, but I definitely miss Android. Like it's just I have it pretty tweaked towards like it's pretty much like half Android, half iPhone.
Yeah, cool.
But
Like
yeah,
I don't obviously I don't do it anymore. I missed iPhone break days where you add you break the iPhone, you
Jailbreak.
break it,
yeah,
and then you were like, because I was for a little while when the phones were like 3.5, like iPhone 4, 5, 4S, 5 area, I was a Note guy. I had a Note,
Oh
yeah. I did too, man.
and that was then though. Like the screen was 5 inches. You're like, this thing is massive, and
Yeah,
now I'm a plus. I'm cool.
no, for sure, and that's part of what I mean. I feel like the iPhones now are kind of harder to jailbreak and to root, but an Android, you can root pretty easy. In XDA developers, there's tutorials on how to do everyone, and like you can remove all that crap from Samsung and have like native Android. The phone is super fast.
That was step number one for me. I would buy when I had the Notes. I come home with the Note. I had the 2, the 3, and the 4. I come home, plug it in, jailbreak it, and then in my way, I go through like the UI switchers. Like some days I'm like, today I just feel like being on vanilla Android, like the pure, just reinstall it from the phone on a SD card, and it's so that was cool. That's the only thing about the iPhone that I'm like, everybody's iPhone looks the same.
Yeah, man, and don't get me wrong, like, it's a perfect interface, man. I love the phone. Like I have an iPhone 7, and I was seriously thinking of changing it, just because the battery life finally was. I mean, it was shit, and I found this place walking distance from where I live. New battery, $39.
Yep.
I don't need another phone, man.
And
Like
update, right? Like you got the latest update. They still give you. It's about a 5-year lifespan for an iPhone. For updates, you won't get every little feature, but you know what? It's getting to the point where it's super saturated. That the new features are like I buy I'm guilty of an iPhone every year. I'm at 3 a.m. Now it's midnight or whatever, 6 a.m. I'm on there. My alarm clock go off. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "It's iPhone day."
Jesus.
Now I walk into the office.
Every year?
Refresh. And then I order my iPhone and it's like Tuesday or Friday, and the next week I have my iPhone. Like I was the first one, like that was me. And then, but now it's so saturated that like I got latest one. They added like 2 little stupid features that the last one doesn't have, but I never used anyways. It's just like, what are you doing,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was wondering, man. Because I truly think that we're kind of a peak phone. Like I know for sure that the newest one have like this killer camera, but it's definitely way more than I personally need. Like iPhone 7 still has a great camera. I'm gonna tell you something that I do miss. I mean, I think that the processor, the speed of the apps, everything is as good as I need. The one thing that I miss terribly, man, I still miss the headphone jack. I think they fucked that up so bad. I mean, I still up to the day, like I just don't like Bluetooth as much. Like even this, I can connect them to my laptop wirelessly, but I prefer to use the cable. And I don't know why they moved away. I know why they moved away from that for the water resistant, but it's not like I'm ever worried about my phone falling in the water or getting wet or whatever. Anyways,
the Samsung phones have I think the new ones have better rating than the iPhone. I think they're IP68 or something, and they have headphone jacks. It's just Apple that doesn't want you to have them, I guess. I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie, because I have drank the Apple Kool-Aid. I'm like, you don't need the cable. I have AirPods. Everything's wireless. Why do you need a cable?
Yeah.
But my wife, she's a stickler. She's got the newest one because when I get her one, she uses the adapter because she loves her Bose wired headphones. That's her thing. Those are the best. I bought her the AirPod Pros, and she's like, they're all right. The wire ones are always better. So, so she still has that. So
I get you, man. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I use the wireless feature a lot in all my headphones, but like, there's just something about the cable, man. I like the fact that if I don't know, and this sounds like a little bit crazy too, but like if Dylan comes here or I simply need to listen better, like all I do is I pull the cable and like they're disconnected or whatever. And if I
Yeah.
want to connect them again, it's just plug in the cable. And with Bluetooth, every once in a while, doesn't matter how seamless it is, every once in a while it's not perfect.
I
Every once in a
agree.
while it's
Yeah.
And
no,
when it does break, it's always the worst possible time, and you can't get it to friggin' sync up again. It's always, it never breaks until you absolutely actually need it for some business call or some shit. Then all of
Yeah.
a sudden it doesn't work. Like 90% of the time, it's fine. I agree.
Yeah. Mark, those headphones you have, like, do you have to charge them? Are they battery operated?
They are, but I don't ever use the Bluetooth feature, so I just have it plugged in. I just got
Okay.
I just bought a new 3.5 millimeter cable,
Yeah.
and it's like way more hardcore than the one I had. The one I had was like flat and like it broke. Like, so I had to I taped it to my microphone because it plugs into my mic just in the right angle. I'm like, this is bullshit. Then I don't know if you remember my old videos, but I'd have this thing would be coming down because it was just like a 2-foot cable. So I bought I think I bought a 8-foot one or a 10-foot one. And now I can
Okay.
route it the right way so it comes up.
Yeah.
So
It's the
much
little
better.
things, man. It's the little things.
I needed it bad. I was pissed. I'm like, dude, really? Like, you're trying to live stream, trying to do whatever, and like the thing that's stopping you is a kink in your headphone cable.
Yep. Man, I gotta say, like the image quality with with your camera, it's legit. It really does look better.
Thanks, man. Did you? So Juan was coming in like shit on my Hangouts for a few minutes. Like as soon as you popped in, his quality went down to shit. So I think it was Hangouts itself. But
Yeah.
now Juan's still looking like shit on my computer.
Yeah, mine too. But I wonder,
Yours did look like crap.
mine does.
It did when you first came on for the first couple minutes, but now it's better.
Interesting.
I mean, it's just. I mean,
I have a question for you guys, not to interrupt you. How do you make it so I'm live streaming it, but when Daniel, I only have one window to capture Hangouts. How do I capture 2 windows so both of you are at the same time on there? And it's not. Does that make sense?
Well, I see what you. I'm sorry, I don't think I heard right, but you said like how do you capture so that you show and Mark shows like at the same time on the same.
If you go to my Facebook page, it
Right.
shows when you Mark is talking.
well,
If you guys go to the Facebook page, it's me, and then I have a window for Hangouts. I'm capturing Mark
yeah.
or the Hangouts feed. But when you talk, it doesn't switch automatically.
Double click on your own picture on your Hangouts.
Oh yeah. Now I got it. Yeah. Mark and I have had the same same discussion, man.
Oh,
But
Well,
you know
that's-
what?
that's it.
Yeah, that's it, man. Hey guys, I'll be right back. I need to put Dylan to bed. I'll be right back.
All
All
right.
right, no. So that's all it was,
All
Mark. I was wondering, like, it's when I just caught on to that it's not happening automatically. So double click on my picture, and then it automatically goes back and forth to whoever talks.
It'll probably stay that way now that you've done it. So the next time you go in, it'll be automatic. But you know what's crazy is why can't like Google Hangouts show all 3 of us in split screen mode? Like what do the engineers and software engineers and software programmers not use the product?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Like, all right, there's 3 of us. Just split the damn thing down the middle, or like do the thing that Have you ever FaceTimed with like 4 or 5 people?
yeah, and that's yeah, I've done that, and it's automatic.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, your quality did go down to shit, but it must be that Comcast you got.
But I wouldn't put it past them. Like, I mean, you're fine. I don't understand what's going on. I really don't know.
So what I used to do is I would make me slightly smaller than everybody else because I'm always on 24/7 because of the way my OBS is set up. And then my Hangouts would be a little bit bigger, but now it's split basically in the middle.
All right. So, do you see yourself on Facebook? What I did?
No, let me go there and check it out.
All right. Hold on. Let me.
So I'm live streaming on YouTube now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I finally figured it out. I think I live streamed the wrong thing on the wrong channel too, but
Yeah. Now you're lagging. Huh.
I am.
Yeah, it's, well, I mean, it's the internet, dude. We can't control everything.
But you saw, Daniel complimented my screen or my camera, so it didn't.
Fine. What I'm saying is you freeze, you start to slow down. But you look fine. Like the camera quality is like, I know you're on a DSLR or your webcam is the best. Kind of, that's what I need.
So you have you big and then me in the corner, the top left.
Yeah, so now I'm resizing stuff because that makes like to do like a split screen.
Mm-hmm. What I'll do is I'll move myself over, like I'll move the entire frame over so that I'm centered in the, like on your screen. It'd be, instead of, yeah, you're kind of in that position already.
Yeah, I try to make it so.
Yeah.
Well, I adjusted my stuff. Remember yesterday you were like, my chin gets cut out because I tend to lean forward. So
Yeah. Oh, dude, I had to edit this guy's video for work because I do a little bit of that side project shit.
what?
And his kid or something must have taped it. He was filming from like here up to the ceiling, and I'm like, dude, like, what do you want me to do with that? Like, the film doesn't exist below your chin. How am I supposed to edit that?
Well, so that was like in the time of what's it called? Just Photoshop it. Yeah, it's not that easy. My wife knows how to Photoshop. It's not that easy. You know, it's not what you think it is. It's work. Yeah.
So I've got this problem. Maybe I can ask Daniel about it, but on YouTube, it continuously says bad video settings, bad video settings, bad video settings. And it's telling me to.
So what's your upload speed at on your provider? I know you have the super lightning.
800 It's about 800 every time I check the speed test. 800 megabits.
My OBS just shut itself off.
You might need a good restall. Like, I'm talking delete everything, reinstall, but because mine doesn't do that anymore. But who the hell knows? Is my bit rate too high? Maybe. Let me try 6,000.
So that's what I'm saying. Is your Am I still live? Huh. It crapped out. I turned it back on.
I'm downscaling.
My
Stream delay.
Yeah, you're really slow now.
I didn't hit OK yet, but I changed my my bit rate to 6,000 instead of 10,000. But
I'm at 8,000 for the bit rate.
I don't know. Maybe I gotta look it up. Bad video settings. Do you do
All right, sorry
Let me
guys.
ask Daniel. Do you stream? You stream on YouTube still, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever get the? I don't know what kind of. You know how they change the interface depends on how you logged in or what day of the week it is. Somehow everything has changed a little bit.
Like you mean in general in YouTube?
In general, for every website out there on Earth, it's like, oh, I went here yesterday and the button was here. Now it's no longer there. I went to the same thing yesterday. But anyways, that's my rant. But on my YouTube, it says bad video settings on my live, and it keeps telling me, and it has a history of like a real-time stealth stream. In fact, I can't really show you. I guess I can share my screen.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Yeah, let me share my screen. I guess.
So it tells you about your settings are not okay. Let me click on it.
And it froze. I think it froze.
I can definitely see his screen. I think,
Can you see my?
But you're sharing, like, I see what yours, like I see myself. I see what you're seeing. Like right now, I'm seeing myself. If Juan talks, I will see Juan in your screen.
You don't see my YouTube channel?
No, I think you're sharing the wrong screen.
Well, that would probably.
All right, so
I guess I could stop share. Share screen. Oh,
And then
I was. You're right.
there you go.
You're
Try-
right.
with this, you guys have been dealing this forever, huh?
We still don't have it figured out, so don't feel
Yeah.
bad. That's for sure. You see my screen now?
Supposed to play like it's also not just us. Like a lot of the situations, it just seems like it's what the hell.
You're coming in crystal clear right now.
Mm-hmm.
Am I?
Both of you. Guys
Mhm.
are. Well.
Yeah.
So you see my live? Do you see my live streaming video here? You can see like as I scroll down, I've got this stream health, and it just keeps saying bad video settings all the way down.
Man, I've never even seen that screen before.
Dude, the last time I did it, I didn't see the screen. It's like is it classic version? Is it non-classic? Literally. And then like every time I switch back, when they tell me to go to some other version, and it'll always ask me like, "Why'd you switch back?" I'm like, "Because there's a function that's not available here." You know, I'm so sick of people moving buttons around when they were working just fine.
Should I? You're sharing your screen, Mark. I just realized that.
Yeah, I'm showing this bad video health. This is what I'm seeing, and only one time at 11:11 it said stream is healthy, or 11:04 as well. Scroll down.
Hangouts is showing.
So I don't know
I
what
don't-
settings it is.
I don't know, man. I really don't. I think that see, like the thing is, how do you go stream live on YouTube? Like, do you go to youtube.com and you click on go live, or do you just click go live on OBS? You don't even open the browser.
No, I open the browser. Do you?
So that's what I used to do, and then you told me that your OBS that you were able to do it without opening the browser, and so I figured out how to do it that way. Like now I don't even open the browser.
Can you put like a title and shit in there?
Yes, I can put a title.
Oh, are you on Streamlabs or OBS? Streamlabs, OBS or OBS Streamlabs?
In both, I can do it in both. Like
Damn.
I figured out how to do it in OBS, in normal OBS. Actually, I figured that out recently, but yeah, you can do it in both of them. And pretty much every time now that you click go live, it tells you, it lets you choose the name of the video, if it's unlisted, and just something else. And then you don't even have to open your browser.
Huh.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Do you guys? I don't like Chrome, right? Like I'm not a Chrome fan. I use
Okay.
Safari. Now, I use that for the simple fact that Safari is obviously I'm an iPhone user, right? Safari is designed to just work easier with my iPhone, right? But since I have to open Chrome for Hangouts, maybe I should just use Chrome while I'm doing this, right? Does that make sense? Because I'm just using up resources for
I
everything.
would.
Yeah.
That's why I do it. That's why I do it. And I like Chrome. I mean, I use Chrome a lot, but it is a bloaty web browser. But I just use it a lot because it's got all my shit saved, all my bookmarks, all my passwords, all that shit.
Yeah. Same.
I don't have anything sync with it.
Oh man, yeah. I have it. It's kind of crazy how much stuff I have on Chrome. I definitely. But like you said, I think I use about two. Like I'm using right now just on Chrome, I think about 2 gigs of RAM just on Chrome. That's pretty crazy, man. It's a heavy program.
Yeah, they're supposed to be getting better at it, but they don't.
And I mean, it works like a charm, but it does use a lot. And I mean, it's crazy how much what you can use it to view PDFs, to play MP4 video files, to browse the internet, to store all these plugins, Chrome apps, settings, store passwords. I mean, it really. I was thinking of that. It's like it's crazy how much stuff I have in fucking Chrome. It really is.
I haven't updated in so long, so I'm trying to like I want to get on Facebook through it right now. I can't. I'm at that point. Hold on. Hey Siri, show me my passwords. Like I don't even know the passwords to stuff, man. It's that bad.
Oh, this guy on my Google search has the exact same problem as me.
So I mean, you got to think about it. Everything's being throttled these days too. The servers can only handle so much, right?
The what can handle so much?
The servers can only handle so much. Like I mean, video cards, everything is sold out. Camera link, anything that has to like, requires you getting on the internet is like sold out. So just think about that. Like everybody's in on this. Everybody's trying to get this done. You know?
Yeah, no, it is freaking crazy, man. It really.
Oh, Daniel, did you know there was profiles on OBS?
What do you mean? I don't think so.
Juan just told me this today. So like if you stream on Twitch, you can go to the Twitch profile and it's got all your scenes for Twitch. You go to the Hangouts profile, all your scenes set up for that. So your scenes and all that shit, you know how you can have different scenes? You can have a completely different profile. You can have a profile for going live with 2 people. Hey, I want a profile where I'm live with 3 people. And you have all different scenes. It depends on your profile.
How do you create the profile?
Dude, go up to the
show
menu.
profile folder. Oh my god.
You can just start creating profiles and then duplicate your profile, change it up for whatever you want. And all your settings, according to Juan just now, even your settings in the settings menu change with your profile. So you're streaming and all that shit.
So how do I create profile new? Oh, dude, see, I was seriously thinking of that because I installed OBS in that new work computer that I got today, and there's a really good user guide there's just still so much from OBS that we need to. I'm gonna start like just learning, man. Like dedicate myself like a full day of learning because this is some bullshit, man. That after 1 year we still keep discovering stuff. Thanks for the tip, Juan. That's a good one.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes I run into that. Like I'm like, what is this button for? I'm like, what's a profile? I'm like, wait a minute. You know?
And you can
God, that's crazy,
you can
dude.
export them to like an external hard drive or something. You can save them, so when your shit does crash good, you can re-import.
You have and I was literally wondering of that. Is like, how can I transfer my current settings into my new work computer? I can just do that. I can just transfer my profile.
Right.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
Again.
Well, it depends how many. I don't know how it connects to your different displays and knows which is which. So that might be a little bit different, but.
Well, yeah, I might have to re-add them, but at least it gives me an idea already of what everything.
At least your settings and stuff, besides your scenes, will be set too.
Yeah. God, that's sad. That's just sad.
Here we go. Now we got this working. I decided to do what I said I was gonna do. I just started using Chrome. I'm on it, right? Have to keep it open and hog resources. I might as well use it when we're doing this stuff.
Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry.
No worries. You guys can still hear me, right?
Yep. What did you just say, Juan, right before that?
No, I go, I'm just, while you guys are talking, I'm setting it up so that I can use, I'm just using Chrome. Like I transfer over my passwords and stuff to it. So I can use it while we're streaming. So I don't have to resources because I have to have Chrome open so we can use Hangouts.
Yeah. God damn it. How many screens do you have, Juan? Is it just one or?
No, I got 2 monitors going.
Gotcha.
I was just telling Mark, I'm like, so we're like been doing this, which is cool, right? We're doing all this, and I'm like, I think I need more power. You know?
It's addictive.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. Maybe that more power would make this easier. That's, you tell yourself those things.
I'm still fiddling with all my settings to try to get this stupid YouTube to say not bad video. But I guess.
But I wonder if your YouTube, like, you're having a problem with the video, right? But at the same time, you have to keep in mind that there's us to factor in, like me and Dan. If I lag, it might pick that up. I'm not sure.
It doesn't know if you're good quality or not because it's looking at my OBS output, which is whatever the OBS output is, regardless if it's a blank screen or you guys.
Right.
If you're good quality.
So
or not,
your
'cause
computer,
it's looking at my OBS output.
Upstream is the hard part, man.
Which is whatever the OBS.
Like I have 8,000, but I don't know. Mine caps out at 12 up. So
right. If you're good quality.
So
or not,
your
'cause
computer,
it's looking at my OBS output.
At 12 what?
Which is whatever.
My download is 350 megabytes.
Damn.
But my up is only 12. And no matter what internet I get with Comcast, the 12 is capped.
But 12 is pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's like, I think it comes out to like 3 actual megabytes per second, which I mean, it's compressing a lot right now, so I don't know.
That's crazy. I'm at that 1 gigabit. I can't even imagine 12 anymore.
No, but you're not uploading at 1 gigabyte.
Yeah. My upload's faster, dude. If I have like a 3 gigabyte file to upload on YouTube, shit takes 3 seconds. It's badass, dude.
Really?
Yeah, my uploads are faster than my downloads, I think. But like, it's crazy.
You can upload a 3 gigabyte file.
3 or 4 seconds max. Yeah. It's awesome. As soon as I drop it in YouTube, I'm telling you, I can upload a file faster than I can put it on my SSD drive almost. Or actually, probably faster.
That's so crazy, dude.
Dude, I know.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
It is fast.
Right, BIOS thing. Remember they had that campaign they used to say, oh, you have Comcast? What's your speed? And they go, that's half fast. But they would say it so quick so they could say half ass. That was the get to the campaign. So that was what Fios. So you have Fios. We don't have Fios in Haverhill because it's
Damn.
Yeah, the Fios is nice.
If I had a choice, I'd have Fios because Fios is if you get 200 down, you get 200 up. If you get 400 down, you get 400 up. Comcast, I've literally called them. They're like, I have 350. I pay extra for the 350. If you want 600, sir, we can do 6. I'm like, but I want it to go higher. They go, no, you don't need more than 12. What are you doing that you need to upload 12? I'm like, what do you care what I'm doing? You get into that. I live in Monroe, which is one of the 22 towns left in Massachusetts where we don't have Fios because of archaic laws from like the Roman times or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I need to get that maybe a fiber optic cable or some shit. But I still, whenever I do the speed test, it's always like 700-800 up, 700-800 down, like every time.
Wired directly to your router or using wireless?
Right now, I'm connected to a router directly now.
Right. So, like, what cable are you using? Remember, if it's a gigabit port, you got to use What are you using? Cat 6.
I just found whatever was in my closet, so probably something old as shit.
Like my house is wired with Cat 6, and what Cat 6 is good for is it allows maximum speed both ways simultaneously. Cat 5, what is it? Cat 5e. I think it only goes one way at a time. And, yeah. So. I don't know. It gets complicated. It's just all that.
Guys, I'm going to call it a night. I have to give a training tomorrow at 6 a.m. Got to wake up at 5.
Yeah. I'm the only one here who has no schedule, man. I go to bed when I go to bed and I get up. So, yeah. But it's good talking to you again, Daniel. We're getting the hang of this, and it seems like,
Yeah, man. And, I mean, since you have the time, we might be seeing a lot of each other more often, man. So,
if you have questions, you're busy working, like I told Mark that, and I'm like, dude, he'll be like, dude, can you what do you think about this? And then I'll spend figuring it out. So when he gets off, I'm like waiting for Mark to get off work.
Damn it. Daniel's going to steal my secretary away. Damn it.
Research, let me know and I'll figure it out.
Dude, thanks, brother. I do appreciate it, man. No, we'll be talking a lot more, man. I'm gonna add you on Facebook, and We should do that weekly hangouts in the minimum, right? Like you send the invitation, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a trial one with some random strangers from around the world. We'll try, and then whoever else. But you guys just gave me a good ideas. Why don't we do like a weekly tips, quick like 1 hour weekly tips? Like all three of us, between the three of us, we can come up with like, here's what I learned over the week. Here's the tips I learned about how to stream and like record better. And could be with gaming, could be with whatever. Like, I feel like we can all talk about that shit pretty easily.
I'm down.
10 minutes each, a little bit of bullshit in between.
We can
I
get tips.
am down, man.
I just clicked on the link because why wouldn't I? Ready? I don't want to send Daniel to bed with this. I don't know who he votes for, but Trump's name will be added to the stimulus checks. It's like he's running a campaign with taxpayer money. That's what he's doing. Let me put my name on your $1,200 and buy your lawyer. If you already don't, you're not a crazy.
That's not working. Shit. Well, I was trying to, but I kicked my power supply, and it fell. It's like at the brick, and it's upside down under my desk. But it put when that happened, it put my computer to sleep somehow or some shit. It's never ending. Yeah, just Google it and maybe there'd be a link to it. I don't understand why everything is so complicated. I would try to do a hard reinstall where you take your little profiles and move them out of the way and delete everything in OBS you can think of, like public folders and shit, or application folders. Wow, it says I'm still streaming. I'm gonna click on stop.